County Talk. Horrible result. It's finished 3-1. Harrogate have come out victorious. I kind of don't want to be too negative because I've been negative in the past couple of chats I've done. So a bit of positivity for us, Will.
Positives. I thought Kyle Hutton was good. I think he was our best player by far. As a season, we've improved massively. As a club, we've all come together. You know, the owners, the players, the fans, the management. We're all in the same direction now. You know, and that wasn't the case a year ago today. So I think that's a positive. You know, I said on Twitter before, if we win or lose today, it's still a good season. You say that with a little bit of heart, thinking we're probably going to win anyway. But fair play to Harrogate. They were a lot better today. But yeah, as a whole, the positives are we've got a lot of good players in this team. We want to keep them all. You know, if we can keep Kyle Roberts, Lacey, and Enzio, Wootton next season, then we shouldn't have any trouble winning this league next year, I don't think. And fair play to them. They was a lot better than us today, but it is what it is.
We'll move on to the match though. What did you make of it? Do you think Harrogate were, formidable side, or do you think it was just our errors that cost us in the end?
I think formidable is a big word. I don't think any National League team is going to be formidable. I think they had mistakes in them. I mean, they missed four or five chances in the first half they should have bagged. I think we were a little bit complacent today. I know Turner was a shot last week when he started, and then when he started again this week, I didn't have any complaints because he did so well last week. So I thought, everyone was shocked that Rawlinson didn't play last week. Today, it looked like it was maybe the wrong decision starting Turner. Tom called it. He said he might get exposed with the big Wembley pitch, and it looks like that might have been happened. His experience didn't seem to count today, but I'm not going to put it all on Turner at all because one man doesn't lose a whole game, and none of them turned up today. They could have had 4 in the first half. We had no threat. Our midfield was gone. Rose and Doyle in the middle. It felt like nothing was there, and that's not a dig out on them because I don't think anyone was playing well today. I love Kyle Roberts. I don't think he had a good game. I think he scored that free kick, but I don't think he had a good game. The only player I think they can all hold their heads up from the season. This is not a dig for the season at all. I think the season's been a great season. I think they've played their worst half today. I don't think the second half was a lot better than first half. First half was the worst half we've played all season, and I think Wootton's the only player in that first half that can literally say, right, I did a job. But I'm not trying to dig anyone out because I think as a season, as a club, we've done a lot better, and I'm happy with the team we've got. So it is what it is.
Yeah, no, it's a good point. Obviously, we went into the break, we were 2-0 down. If you were Neil Ardley, what are you saying to the team?
I'd give him a bollocking. I think I'd give him a bollocking. Jim O'Brien, fan of the channel, my guy. I think he needed to come off, and I'm not calling him because he's been a good player for us and he puts his heart into it. But I think we just needed Enzio today on the pitch. I think he caused him a few problems when he first came on. I think Ardley, he has to have a go at him a little bit. Tell them they're better than they played that first half, and I thought Coxey and Ardley would have been more defensive. They went out defensive that first half. That's why we were playing Jim O'Brien. That's why we were playing Mitch Rose. That's why Doyle. If we were going attacking, Crawford would have started. Enzio would have started. So they was going to. The plan was to keep tight, and we conceded 2 goals. So clearly that wasn't the plan of the first half. So I think I think the game plan was out the window from the first 4 minutes when we conceded that first goal. Because I think the game plan was get in at half time, 0-0, and then we bring the big boys on like Enzio. But yeah, I think Ardley would have. What can you say though? It's not Ardley's fault. It's no one's fault. The players, it's off the game, and he would have probably gone at half time and said, "Lads, you're off it today," and that is what it is. What can you do? It's just one of them days, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, going into next season now, obviously we've got good foundations to build on. How do you see us doing?
I think if we keep every player, we win the league. And you can clip that whatever. I think if you keep every player, we win the league. If Kyle Roberts stays, Alec Lacey stays, Wootton stays, Dennis stays, we'll win the league. There's no doubt in my mind. There's no teams that are better than us this season than, Barrow and Harrogate. Fair play to them. They've both gone up. They're probably the only 2 teams better than us. And people are saying, at the start of the game, Harrogate probably aren't better than us. They came second and we came third. That's for a reason. They've been better than us the whole season. But next season, I've got no worries. I think if we have the same team this year, next year, then we'll win the league. I honestly think that. And I think we had the team to beat them today. It just didn't happen.
Yeah.
That is what it is.
Would you see that we need to strengthen anywhere?
I mean, I honestly don't know. Obviously, Bagan's going to leave. I like McCrory at left back. I love McCrory. I thought he was great. Centre mid, maybe Doyle was probably. I don't like to say it. He's only 38 and he's 39, whatever. Probably might be aging a little bit. I think centre mid's the main position. I like Mitch Rose. I think he puts his all in. I don't think he's quite good. I would have Crawford in starting 11 next year. I think maybe let Mitch Rose go. Maybe if Doyle wants to leave, let him leave. I think sort out the centre mids, get Crawford in, get a battler in with him. Crawford being the playmaker, get a big man in the midfield who can run about, do his job. With Crawford, I think that's the way to go. But I think up top we're sound. I think on the wings we're sound. Obviously, Roberts may go. Can Osborne do it for a team that wants to come top of the league? I'm not too sure. Maybe. I wouldn't rule him out because some of the stuff he's done this year, Osborne, incredible. I'd have probably bought him on today. I think. Yeah. In the last 5, you can make 5 subs. I'd have made all 5. I told you. I said I'd have made full 5. I'd have brought Kelly Evans on earlier. I'd have brought Osborne on because they're players who just run and do bits. Osborne scored some absolute worldies this year.
Yep.
So I think maybe give Osborne a chance next year, but I think centre mid. Yeah, I think let Crawford in, bring someone else who can work in midfield. It might be Mitch Rose, probably not. I don't know.
Final question for you. Obviously, Harrogate and Barrow have gone up. Yeah. How do you see those doing next season?
From what I've seen of Harrogate today, fair play to them. I think they'll stay up. Yeah. I think Harrogate will probably do better than Barrow next year. I think Harrogate. I'm not gonna lie, I don't watch Harrogate and Barrow every week. Yeah. Harrogate today. We're the better team by far. I've got no complaints. I've got no arguments. They were good. So yeah, from what I'm seeing, they'll do better than teams like Macclesfield in that league. You know what I mean? I think Bolton are on. I think they're going down. I think they'll go down again.
Really?
I honestly think so. I think they're on. You look at a team like Sunderland. They're not just. Once you're in a losing mentality, you're in a losing mentality, aren't you? Barrow, they've lost that Rooney, haven't they? I'm not too sure, but they've lost the manager. They might be in trouble. No one would have said they'd have gone up this year though, so they might surprise us next year. Yeah. And Harrogate, fair play to them. I think mid-table. I don't think they'll go down at all. I think there's worse teams in League 2.
Yeah, Will, thanks for joining us.
Cheers, bro.
Thank you.